Yeah, just clean them. Probably want to wear some work clothes you don't mind getting messy. You do want to get these parts really nice and clean. Obviously any dirt in there is going to screw up that. Alright, got it back on there. Circlip on there. There's a lot of debate on the Samba about which boots are good. I had rain and they sucked, but that might have been because I had the zip tie on too tightly and at least one of them was kind of pulled a little bit too far down, apparently. Anyway, this is the fun part and potentially maddening part. This ring goes towards the outside. Oops. So you kind of put it on here, and then you just kind of got to play with it, get the balls on there, and it's pretty maddening. And then I think you can, I always put the stuff on there and then lube it afterwards, after it's on there. So there, this is what it looks like when it's put back together. It's nice and wobbly. And there is a right and a wrong way to do this. You have to have this small part of the inside go to the big part of the outside, and big part of the inside go to the small part of the outside. I don't know what to call it. Little small protrusion, big protrusion. Because it is possible to start putting it together the other way and it will feel real locked up. It won't want to move, so it'll be pretty obvious. And I think I just figured out, you'll play with this and you'll be like, oh, it's like a puzzle, this is kind of fun. And then after about 10 minutes of dropping balls over and over, so you don't want to do it on a crappy, dirty thing like this, you'll go insane. And I think I just figured out the key is when you're dipping it down to one side to put the balls in, try to keep this inner cage, this middle ring right here, the middle one, try to keep it as level as possible, so that when you're turning the outer, the big ring, don't let that inner ring get too turned over, because once that gets to a certain point, it's really hard to get it back. That really helped. I'm pretty sure I've always put it together dry like this and then packed it with grease afterwards, because you can get it really far. I think you can pack it pretty thoroughly when it's in this state. Maybe other people will disagree. And then you want to put some of that grease into the boot, of course, and just really cake it on both sides of there. Another tip is when you're extracting the bolts initially, be really sure to get that 12-point socket into the bolt head. Put it in there and give it a couple taps. You're going to have your extension bar. Give it a couple taps with something, even if it's just the back of the ratchet. Make sure it's really seated. Stripping one of those is a nightmare. So if your bolts are of unknown origin or they are crappy, probably a good idea to buy new ones. Oh, this is what I was going to show. There should be a little serrated lock washer on there, in case yours don't have them. That's all. Just a note, if you're going to have newspaper or packing paper, I think it was actually from Go Westy, and you put it on a nice table, that grease might go straight through, so make a few layers. Ooh.